Hello, this is Tom Capshew, and you're listening to my Consciousness Rising YouTube channel. This is episode 18, where we're going to take a couple of additional steps in how we learn to sing our heart's song. Last episode, episode 17, we looked at the first two steps, which were to live life is the first step and discern is the second step. And we talked about how our life either defines us or it refines us. And so today we're going to talk about steps 3 and 4. We're going to talk about how we listen to our heart and how we know what our heart is saying. And so last episode, we talked about life being good and bad. Things happen, and we can either allow those things to constrict us and limit us, or we can allow those things to refine us, to help us to get clear about what our life's purpose is and how to sing our heart's song. So today, step 3 is listening to your heart, which is not easy to do in today's culture. So what we're trained to do is to listen to everything outside of us. It's a way that our brain helps keep us safe, because there are things in our perceptual field that are dangerous or life-threatening, or just socially threatening. And so most of us have been trained into looking outside of ourselves to either keep ourselves safe or to find pleasure or to figure out what we're doing here. My belief is that we can only find what we're doing here by going into our heart. And so there's organic ways that we can go into our heart. Our heart is, for my belief, is the center of our soul or the center of our spirit. And that place has access to all of creation. That's our connection to our common creator. Part of the reason that I believe that and know that is because when a fetus begins to develop in the womb, which each of us have been there in our development, the first organ developed by a fetus is our heart and circulatory system. And for me, that spark of life that is put into the womb when a sperm and egg meet and make a baby, that spark comes from the unseen world. That's our Creator infusing in us life. And that life then is set in motion and has a regular physical and emotional and mental and spiritual development, but it's always connected to the inspiration of our common creator. So at all times, we have access to our common creator through our heart. And so the third step in finding and developing and singing your heart's song is to listen to your heart. Our common creator is whispering to us in every moment. It's just that we don't always listen. And so the way to listen is to be able to step out of the seen world of all the busyness of what's going on in the perceptual field to shut that down so that we can go into our heart. So the way to do that is you can't do that with another person in the room. You can't do that with your screen, your phone on, or while watching TV, or taking in any other kind of sensory information. So the best way to do it is to shut down all of your screens, turn off your phone or turn it to silent where it doesn't even vibrate, and find a place where you can be by yourself. Because when we're not by ourselves, say you're trying to do this while another person's sitting on the couch watching TV, your mind is still active with taking in all of the perceptual field. So it takes separating yourself from other humans, from other activity, and allowing yourself to be quiet. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a long period of being in solitude. It can be brief moments of 5 minutes, or sometimes even less. Sometimes it takes a while to quiet your mind. And so what happens with many of us is we go to a quiet place, we go to solitude, and there's what I call two lions waiting at the gate to our heart. One lion is negative talk from the past, and the other lion is negative talk about the future. That's our brain trying to keep us safe. So our brain might say, when you shut down all the perceptual field and you try to get quiet, your brain may be chattering. Your brain may be saying, oh, this isn't going to work, or what do you think you're doing, or who do you think you are, or why do you think this is going to be helpful? That's your brain trying to keep you safe by attending to all the perceptual field that's out there. And it's our individual consciousness that gives us the ability to focus our attention and to talk down the brain and say, I'm just trying this. I'm going to see if this works. So I know that you think that you're in charge of me, but you're not really in charge of me. My consciousness is in charge of me, and so I get to decide what I attend to. And I'm going to quiet down the outside world. I'm going to quiet down my brain activity, my brain chattering, what many Eastern traditions call the monkey mind. And I'm going to allow myself to enter into that sacred space in my heart. And so when you walk past the lion of past thoughts and the lion of future concerns, then you can find a place that is here in your heart and now in your heart. And then just listen. And the best way to listen is to feel into your body what feels right to you. And when you do that, you move into step 4, which is knowing. So, for example, when I mentioned in the last episode that, or in the last couple of episodes, that I used to work as assistant manager of a clothing store, I knew after a few months in that job, I enjoyed parts of the job, but I knew down in my bones that retail sales was not my heart's song. I knew absolutely. There wasn't any question in my mind. I also knew that a piece of that job was life-giving for me, and that was helping people get their needs met. So when I got quiet and went into my heart, I could discern what parts of my life experiences were draining me and what ones were feeding me. And so the ones that drained me, I knew that that wasn't my path, that wasn't my heart's song. And I knew that the ones that fed me gave me a breadcrumb to go down the path toward my heart's song. And so when you do step 3, get quiet and go into your heart, then step 4 shows up and you can know what is right for you. You're a unique expression of the divine. No one else has all of the skills and challenges and purpose that our common creator put into you. But you will know in your bones what's right, what leads you in the right direction. And so generally those things will have certain qualities. First of all, it'll be positive. It won't be telling you not to do something. It'll be telling you, go toward this. This is good. The second is that it will be life affirming. It will be something that brings life into your life and into the life of the people around you. And the third thing that you can know it will be right for you is, does it expand you? Is it something that gives you the potential for living into a more full statement of your unique love in the world? So when those 3 factors are there, then you can know down to your bones that aspect of your previous lived experience is part of your path. You may not be at the end of the path, and some people say we never get to the end of the path, but it will help lead you toward that heart song that then gives you joy and pleasure just by being alive and living on purpose. So the way to get quiet and listen for your knowing can be organic or it can be structured. You can set time aside. It's really easy to get so busy with the perceptual field and the busy world out there that we never make time for ourselves. And this is where it takes some discipline for you to say yes, for you to say yes to yourself, to say, I deserve this. This is important to me. It may not be important to anybody else, but it's the way that I'm going to build the life that I was born to live. So that's step 3 and step 4. So step 1 is to live life. Step 2 is to discern what's good and bad for you specifically. Step 3 is to listen to your heart. And step 4 is to know the parts of your lived experiences that refine you and that lead you toward your heart's song. So I appreciate you tuning in today. My wish for you today is to love yourself enough to create a structure for you to start listening to your heart's song, so you can tune out all of the external environment, all of the noosphere, which is everything created by humans, and you can listen to the heart song that your creator, our common creator, put into your heart. I wish you well, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.